I have something that might be the best news you've heard about Facebook. Something that I needed to share with you, something I wanted to talk to all my small business owners and independent entrepreneurs out there about this. There's so much stress and worry and just overall freak out and unnecessarily freaked out responses to this Facebook death march, in the past few weeks that we've had. And you know, it just really hasn't bothered me. And I'll tell you exactly why it hasn't bothered me. I think that for so many businesses of all sizes, we've been stuck in this hyper focused Facebook track that Facebook is the be all and end all of everything. When we all just really need to take a step back and kind of put it into perspective. Now, if you are a business who say you only had a Facebook business page and like not even a website because you thought, oh, I have a Facebook page, that's all that I need. Yeah, you're going to be in trouble, but that never was a smart idea to begin with. Or even if you had a Facebook business page and you had a website, but it looks like it was made in 1993, that also was not a good idea because you need to invest in the owned versus the rented spaces out there. But the fact is, it's totally okay to have no expectations for your Facebook business page. Obviously, there could be some business owners who, even before this big announcement in January, they only use their Facebook page for ads. And that's completely okay too, because you can't advertise as a person, as an individual through your personal profile. But even if we put kind of aside that paid aspect and just talk about the organic purposes of your Facebook page, we're going to talk about how there's just some good reasons why you shouldn't have any expectations. One thing to keep in mind, you can optimize your Facebook page for search, and it is going to be another listing on Google, especially if you have that business, address in there. So you can optimize it for Facebook platform search, as well as, Google favors those social media bios, those social media listings in those Google search results. So that's all, and that's always kind of been the case. And so that obviously is still the case. So now let's get into kind of two main reasons why I think it's okay to have no expectations for your Facebook business page. The first one is if that's not your main lead generation source. I know we kind of get in this mindset of like, oh, my reach is declining and there's only, 9 people saw this or only 20 people saw this, or my videos aren't getting as many views as they used to get. And I totally get it. But, if your Facebook, or just organically speaking, if your Facebook page hasn't really been a big driver for your business, maybe you're not really that worse off, Obviously, you can look at your Google Analytics to see how much traffic Facebook pushes to your website. Again, organically, not focusing on any sort of paid ads. Maybe you pay attention to if you have like click the send message button, depending how you're utilizing your Facebook page. You need to have your own sort of parameters of, how you judge how effective it still is versus how it used to be. But again, instead of just being so terrified and upset about what Zuckerberg here has decided to do to that organic reach of business pages, try to kind of put it in perspective as to your overall business. Because there's a lot of people, myself included, Facebook never has been a big traffic driver for me. That's not where I've gotten business. I've gotten business from blogging and SEO for my website. And sure, my Facebook page has just organically grown over time. We've never done ads for it. And, we want to be present on Facebook, but it's just never been something that's been that financial driver. And there's a lot of businesses who it really, like if you really kind of break it down and you really look at that website traffic and you really kind of try to do some ROI, it's never been this overwhelming source of that lead gen. So that would be my first thing. My second point would be, when your goal has only ever simply been to be present. I had, even before this big announcement in January, 2018, when Zuckerberg came and just broke the hearts of small business owners and marketers everywhere, I had a client who talked to me, I think it was maybe back in November, and she said to me, we don't really have any goals for our Facebook page. We want to be on Facebook because it's the biggest social media platform just in terms of number and users, but I don't want someone to never have heard of us. And it was a really interesting way that she kind of positioned it. And it's very true though. there can be, because it's the biggest and there is that customer expectation, like, oh, everyone's on Facebook and every business is on Facebook. They didn't want someone to look for them on Facebook and not be able to find them. And she said to me, I don't want a potential customer that's looking at us versus and like some other competitors, and they say, I like these guys, but I've never heard of them before, and then push them aside, in consideration. So she had wanted to move ahead with Facebook as part of her marketing plan, but she just wanted to have an optimized page. She just wanted to have those current posts so that it doesn't look dormant, and untaken care of. And I think that's totally okay. And that's a totally legitimate way to view your Facebook presence. So again, just trying to, put a little bit of a realistic spin on a lot of the freak out and the drama. Your Facebook doesn't need to be your be all end all for your business. You don't need to be worried about constantly, trying to get bigger numbers or more views or more reach. It's okay that you're just doing your own thing, keeping it fresh, keeping it updated, having it there so people find you if they're looking on Facebook or if they're looking on Google, and, using it for the occasional ads here or there. So, just something to think about. I hope that helps ease at least a few minds out there. It's really just totally okay to have no expectations for that Facebook business page. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you.